Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to a brand new day and a brand new moment. This is Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes, and I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. I have with me the energy of a group that call themselves the Ascended, who want to help you get to an understanding of what you are here for. And in order to do that, they want to share some insight into knowing your true identity. As identity has become a very fascinating thing in these last couple of years, what you identify as. And there has been a great deal of confusion around identity that has been propagated by misperceptions of the self, who you believe you are and who you believe you are not. Again, much of what you think you know about yourself is not very accurate when you consider the understanding that the identity that you think you have, the one that was given to you by the world, is not accurate to who you truly are, which is why there is such confusion around identity with so many people on this planet right now. The confusion results in the cloak of illusion that has been placed over your minds by your environmental conditioning and experiences. But we want to lay a very simple foundation so you begin to understand the nature of at least recognizing what you are not, first and foremost, as your identity is not your body. The body is the instrument through which you express an identity. But it is not who you are. It's an instrument given to you to use in the process of creation. Your true self, the one that is hidden underneath the mask of your personalized reality, given to you, as we said earlier, by your environmental conditioning and upbringing and information and studies that have been poured into your mind more often than not without much consideration or evaluation from a rational perspective. Many of you find yourself confused as to who you are or who you are not. And this confusion has resulted in a great deal of misfortune for a great number of people. We want to perhaps crack open the egg that's keeping everybody bound in this illusionary state of untruth. It must be first clearly understood that when you came into this physical world, you came into this world because you had a body to exist in. You cannot exist in time and space without a physical body. Without a physical body, you are not physical. So the body that you were given is the body that allows you to interact with the structures of time and space and matter directly and experience that interaction through the senses of that physical organism. And whether that physical organism is male or female, it is just a physical organism that you utilize in understanding what is your purpose here, to discover who you are, not to get lost in this world. So you came into this world with a physical mechanism that is endowed with 5 physical senses. And these 5 physical senses receive information from the environment around you and enter into the system as sensorial data and get organized into a structure you call your physical brain, where your consciousness, your awareness, the you that we're eventually going to get you to recognize that you truly are. You think that by changing your bodies and reorganizing how it appears that you are getting closer to who you are. And let us tell you, nothing could be further from the truth, that the manipulation of physical appearances is not going to loan itself to giving you deep, profound insight into knowing your true self. As your true self is not the body is the instrument through which your self is expressed right now. It is the instrument that you're hearing these physical words as sound waves coming into your ears. That wonderful instrument that you were given. You were given that body you are in right now. It's an It's a delightful and incredulous manifestation of consciousness that allows you to interact with time and space and matter. But it is not you. It is the instrument through which you are able to express. And the instrument that you were given is very, very precisely keyed into what your purpose is here. But the form itself does not give you any form of purpose. It simply gives you the means by which to interact with this physical dimension to manifest a quality of consciousness that represents your purpose and induces effects and influences upon time, space, and matter. But the body is not you. It is the instrument that you use in order to interact with time and space. Well, if the body is not you, then who are you? The question then comes to mind. Who then are you if you are not your body? If you are expressing through the body, then who are you that is orchestrating the actions of your physical body? Who are you? You see, when you came into this world, the vessel wide open, and the world and you through the five physical senses flooded. You were flooded with information, ideas, perceptions, sensations, considerations that formulated a structure that you can best know as your personality, the individualized identity, the persona, the mask that is your personality, the biological name bestowed upon you by those who brought you into this world, that bestowed the name on you, whether that name is William or Joseph or Mary or Bridget. It does not matter. What matters is that the information poured into your five senses from the moment that body that you are in entered in this dimension as a vehicle for your being able to articulate expressions through. This information filled the structure you call your mind with information, a label, a name saying you are John or Mary or Joseph or Barb. The name was given, stamped into the flesh by the input of information of the world around you. But it still is not you. It is a construction of information, ideas gathered and garnered from this world through your five physical senses. This information, your education, the people you interact with, the information you've acquired, everything that came into your mind from the moment you entered into this physical dimension formed a structure called the personality. And the name that you have been accustomed to being addressed as is simply the name that is the reference point for all the data and information under that personality. That personality has information, past, present, and can construct possible futures based on that information from the past in the present. But the information still does not constitute who you are. The body does not constitute who you are. It is the instrument to which you express. This information in your mind allows you to have structures of ideas to begin to interact with this world and experience, to recognize, to identify, to appear, to observe, comprehend, understand what this environment is and what it functions as in terms of time, space, and matter, the different textures, the smells, the sounds, the touches, the tastes. All this information goes in to formulate the structure of your personality, giving you information about this world, information which can be correct and information which can be incorrect. But all the information in your mind acquired from the moment of your conception does not constitute the nature of who you truly are. It is simply another vehicle through which you can operate. You have in the structure of your mind and in the systems of your memory information that you can draw upon to interact, to create, to formulate expressions in this world with that information. Some of that information may be good and some of that information may be not so good, but you use that information on a moment-to-moment basis, generally speaking, to interact with this world, to communicate with others, to articulate ideas and share information from one to another, as each and every individual that comes into this dimension brings something unique that does not come from this world or the information that the senses have gathered from this world. You each bring something very unique to the world that is not the information in your mind or the physical form. These are just instruments through which you can articulate creative expression. The nature of what you truly are, to begin the process to evaluate yourself as a consciousness, if we can use the term a spiritual entity that has entered into a physical dimension of experientiation through an instrument called a body, with information that formates the structure of a personality or the structure of what you call a mind, and that information and that physical structure enable you to exist here and interact with this world in ways that are good or not so good, allowing you to cause effects in this experience of time, space, and matter. You can and do and are able to cause effects in time, space, and matter with the information you have in your mind and in your body. Now, you, beautiful soul, are this lovely essence of life. We call it soul. It is a beautiful term and an acronym for understanding that you are a spirit of universal light working through a medium of information you call the mind and a medium of matter called the physical body. One is physical, the other is non-physical. Both are electric in nature, but different in structures of polarity. As information needs to flow through back and forth, there must be different polarities for information to flow back and forth through the system. You are a soul, an awareness. And if you can begin to conceive of the possibility that by the very nature that when you are aware of your thoughts, you are not your thoughts. You are aware of your thoughts. When you are aware of memories, you are not your memories. You are aware of the memories. The you that is aware is the self that came here with a very specific and precise purpose and reason for being in the form you find yourself hearing these words in and working with the set of information that you've been gathering through your 5 physical senses from the moment of conception to the present moment you hear these words. You are the awareness. To begin the process, to gain the insight into yourself that you have been seeking to gather only from the world, with many of you without much satisfaction, trying to garner and gather from the world information about who you are, when who you are is already established in who you are, the information in your mind and body, but the interface that allows you to interact with this dimension. You are the awareness, aware of thought, aware that you can direct the actions of your physical organism. And if you can begin here in the consideration of contemplating, if I am aware of my thoughts, who am I that is aware of my thoughts? If you can begin to shift your awareness from the locus of the identity of the personality that has been bestowed upon you by the environment, if you can begin the process of evaluating that you are the awareness, aware of the mind, aware of the body, aware of the environment, and begin to contemplate, turn your attention away from your indoctrination into the information you've acquired, your indoctrination into the physical form as being the sense and locus of your identity. If you can pull your attention away from the belief that the body is the sole locus of your identity or the mind is the sole locus of your identity, and contemplate, who am I that is aware of thought? Who am I that is aware of body? To contemplate this, to begin to evaluate, who am I that is not the thoughts, that is not the body? As you turn your attention to this consideration, you pull your focus from being entrapped in the physical and psychological dimensions, and you begin to move your awareness away from the enslavement to this system, and you begin to move your attention back to the point of awareness where you originate from. As you begin to consider that you are awareness, that you are not thought, you are not memory, you are not body, as you begin to consider this, your shift of focus pulls away from the world, away from the personality, towards the spirit, to that which you are that is not of mind or flesh. There is a certain sensation that begins to happen to those that begin to turn their attention away from the world, to look inward, to look inward to the place where you observe thought, you observe memory, you observe what the mind anticipates. Even as you do this, as you begin this process, there's a sensation that begins to happen in the body as you pull your attention away from the influences of the world upon you, and you begin to contemplate the source of what you are, not as the body, not as the information, but as the awareness. The body will begin to calm because your awareness is not captivated in the function of dealing with the sensations of the world. You pull away from the senses and you go within. The body begins to calm. The mind begins to quiet as you begin to contemplate, evaluate, and turn your attention on who am I that is aware of thought? Who am I that is aware of memory? Who am I that is aware of body? That I can direct the body. Who am I that is aware that I can have one thought or choose a thought or release a thought? Who am I? As you begin to consider that possibility, the normal ongoing stresses that are stimulated by the environment into your minds and bodies, as many of you are subjugated by the stimulation of the senses from the environment, or stimulated by the flood of information coming into your mind from the realm of media and information, even such as the one that we are communicating through now, is a form of stimulating the mind. You're receiving information and visual cues, and this formulates an influence over your mind. And when you pull your attention away from those influences, you begin to pull yourself away from them, and you begin to get closer to yourself, to who you really are. The confusion in one's identity is that you are not your body, you are not your mind, you are a soul, a spirit of universal light. In the recognition of yourself, when you begin to consider, contemplate, weigh, and measure yourself, not by the standards of the mind or the body, or the standards that the world would seek to identify you with, but you begin to get closer to the recognition of what you truly are in nature, a spiritual consciousness. Understanding something very differently when you begin to realize you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not your body. These are instruments for the function of creation, but they are not who you are. To believe that your sense of self comes from your body can lead to much chaos and confusion, as is evident by the world around you. To believe that you are exclusively the structures of information in your mind can lead to much chaos and confusion, which you can readily see in the world around you. To believe that the information and the biology constitute the nature of who you truly are will simply create confusion, because it is not you. You are not your body. You are not your mind. You are a soul, an awareness, able to interact with the information in the mind. You can change, edit, delete, add, subtract information from your mind as an act of your will. Might we use the word your divine will? For when you have the awareness and authority that you are not your thoughts, that you can change your thoughts, you can affect and alter the way memory influences you, then you are no longer stuck in the information as the source of your identity. And equally so, you'll realize that that your body, whether it is male or female, does not constitute who you are, but is merely an instrument of expressing your being through creatively into this world. But if you believe that the body is you, there will be confusion. If you believe that the information in your mind is you, there will be confusion. When you begin to reflect upon yourself as that which is able to evaluate and observe the mind, a great deal of confusion will begin to end as you begin to reflect upon who you are as awareness, the one that you are that observes thoughts, the one that you are that can observe emotions, the one that you are that can observe sensation, the one that you are that can observe the dance of time and space and matter all around you. The you that is you came here with a very specific and unique purpose to be carried out. And why so many of you are confused about your function in this world isn't because you are by nature confused, but that there's information in your mind and information you are constantly given that leads to confusion. When you begin to self-reflect, the body begins to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. When you begin to evaluate that you can bring your mind and body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, then the great words of one of your many masters, "Be still and know I am God," becomes a possibility for you to consider and experience, to be able to get your mind and body still and quiet and peaceful so they do not distract your attention into this world, that you can return, so to speak, to a space of consciousness that allows you to be aware that you are not thought, you are not flesh, you are spirit. And that as spirit you came to learn the function of creation, having been made in the image and likeness of your creator. Made in the image like of a creator, you are here to learn to create. And that is your function, to create. What you are here to create is unique to you. And in order to get to that function of creation that is yours, you must learn to distinguish who you are from the content of your mind and your biology. You must begin to remember the natural and joyous predispositions that you have as a spiritual entity to what it is you want to express and be here, rather than simply find yourself bending and shaping yourself to the interpretations, ideologies, and the information of the world around you, seeking to tell you you are this and you are that, and you should be this way and you should be that way, and you must get this degree and you must have this thing, and you must look this way and you must smell this way and you must talk this way. No, you are a spiritual entity. You are meant to get into alignment with your true nature. And in order to do that, you must recognize that your mind and body are not who you are. They're simply and delightfully instruments to be utilized in your acquiring the knowledge and skill of your function of creation and developing that function of creation. There are many different levels of the manifestation of creation amongst you. Some of you create at a very, very low vibrational level. You get to the realm of being able to simply pick up a bottle and fall asleep on a sidewalk. And there are those of you that can create great wonders of technology and science to venture into the realms beyond the planet, to explore the smallest and most minutest of details of physical time and space. But each and every one of you on this planet is here to learn the function of creation, to not get lost in creation, but to be the orchestrator of creation. And many of you need to learn that at the very rudimentary level, to create your expression in such a fashion that you can produce effects in time and space that are delightful and pleasing to you. And the only thing that would impede such an opportunity is the information you've been given by the world. Much of what you see and hear and smell and touch and taste around this world enslaves and entraps you to very limiting ideas. And yet, you can evaluate your ideas, you can evaluate your beliefs, you can begin to shift yourself away from the enslavement to the information in your mind, thereby opening yourself up to the possibility of this simple consideration. You are a soul, a divine entity, come from heaven to earth to enact creation as your Creator created you to create. You were made in its image and likeness to create. And the only thing that inhibits or prevents you from creating what would be pleasing to you is much of what you may hold and harbor in your mind will go contrary. Many of you have anger and hatred and fear and guilt and shame in your consciousness, and these loan themselves to different facets of creation, as all you can do here is affect creation. What you hold in your mind can affect creation, that which is good and that which is not so good. But the function of creation is something that you cannot escape. While you are in this physical dimension, you cannot escape the fact that you are here to learn the function of creation. And what a delightful opportunity it is for you to know that you could ascend your expression to such a level that you could be as your Creator, that you can become and be as your Creator intended you to be, as He is also. We wanted to give you insight into understanding who you are. We wanted you to begin the process of ending your enslavement and subjectivity to your bodies, ending your enslavement and subjectivity to the information imparted to you from this environment, to begin the journey of self-reflection. Who are you? You are not your thoughts. Thoughts are just information in your mind. The body is but the instrument through which you express that information into this world. And without that first consideration, that awareness that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not your memories. You have thoughts, you have emotions, you have memories, but they are not you. You have a body through which you can express the information you have in your mind into this world. And you can change the information you have in the mind and change what you express in this world. And you can also gain divine inspiration beyond this world. You can look away from the world. Let us use the term so many of you understand this term. You can look to heaven and say, I am ready to receive my inspiration. I'm ready to receive guidance. That I do not find much success with the information I've gotten from this world. So I will say, let me receive divine inspiration. Let me receive guidance from those of like mind. And you begin to then look around for inspiration that is not of the world in the fashion that you understand it at this point of time and space. It is a wonderful thing, what you are, the most exquisite and precious creation, allowed to descend down from heaven to earth, allowed to come into a body, to exercise the gift of creation, not only in the function of creation of producing children, but the function of creation of creating great works of art, of showing great wondrous phenomena called miracles, which are actually very natural when you understand their function. That the level of creation to which you can arise is without limit when you begin to understand and remember who you are, when you begin to differentiate yourself from the collage of information in your mind that often is a confusing and ever-changing kaleidoscope that doesn't let you accurately reflect on the nature of who you are. Which is why when we work with this one and we work with others through this one, we often promote the idea of this function called meditation, which is a function of teaching your mind and teaching your body to be instruments for you. You see, the world has taught you to believe certain things and understand certain things, but that the world has taught your mind and taught your body to believe certain things. And now you must teach your mind and body to believe something else. That there is more to you than simply the name that was given to you at birth. There's more to you than that physical organism through which you express creatively in this world. There's more to you than all the information you've gathered from many lifetimes. There's so much more to you. And we and many others like us are here to bring you back home, so to speak, to who you are. You are a soul. You are your awareness, aware of thoughts. You can be aware of your thoughts even right now and recognize that in the very act of being aware of your thoughts, you are not your thoughts. You are aware of your thoughts. In the act of observing memory, you can remember that you are not memory. You are simply observing memory. You are not the memory. You are not the thoughts, but you can observe them. The true nature of who you are is not found in the thoughts you've acquired from this world, as the true nature of yourself is not of this world. But when you begin to explore or investigate who you are, you open up to a realm of information and possibilities far beyond the scope of anything you can gather or find in this world, which then leads you to the opportunity of being able to bring to this world something that no other can bring. And each and every one of you has this capacity and this ability to bring to the world something no one else can bring to this world. This is all we wish to say today. It is very delightful that you have the opportunity to hear this, to know that you are not your thoughts, you are not your body. These are instruments that you have to learn the function of creation, as that is how you were made. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day, brand new day on planet Earth. I'm quite happy about it. Wow, let's get in some questions. Let's see here. Oh, good morning, Drusilla. Sending you love and grace too, Darn. Yeah, I will give you a call later today. Why do I have such an issue waking up in the morning? Takes me an hour or so. That's the answer I got for that is quite common. Actually, a lot of people have difficulty getting up in the morning because they're so burdened by the conditioning of their mind and the world. Most people believe there's no hope to change the world. A lot of people are surrendering. But if you realize that every morning you open your eyes, you have a chance to make the world a better place because you're a creator. You're a creator. If you knew that getting out of bed every morning, you'd have the opportunity to change the world and make it a better place. To make it a better place, it would make getting out of bed very easy. They will make certain, if you commit to this, if you commit to you want to fulfill your purpose in this world, if you commit to that, I promise you, they'll start waking you up. And when you realize that your guides, your angels, ascended masters, those that are working with you, that want to guide you along the process, that are not in the world, because there's what you can learn and be taught in the world, there's what you can learn and be taught from the spirit. And there are many beings in the realm of spirit, good spirits and not so good spirits. You want to learn to align yourself to the good spirits. But you want to commit to, if you want to commit to making the world a better place, then know that anytime you find yourself suddenly waking up in the morning, get out of bed right away. Just as soon as your eyes open, get out of bed. Somebody's telling you, get up, get moving. And then go about, ask yourself, what can I do today to make the world a better place? What can I do today to make my life a better life? But that's where you want to start right there. Oh, you're very welcome. Same issue. Somebody else on TikTok saying they have the same issue in the morning getting up. Listen, it's not you. It's not you. Please understand, you not getting up in the morning is not you. You're not the problem. The problem is the information in your mind and what you believe about the world that you've been taught to believe about the world. What the world has told you how bad it is, how terrible it is. Get rid of all that shit and realize you right now can make a decision when you open your eyes in the morning saying, I'm going to do something to make the world a better place. And even if you just clean your living room up or you rake the leaves on your lawn, you do something. There's always something you can do to fulfill that creation. And your soul came here to create. Creation is action. So whatever you can do to take action when you open your eyes in the morning, get up, say it's a brand new day, stretch, tell your body you love it, right? You've got to realize that the difficulty many people have getting up in the morning is not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you've got so much programming in your mind and emotions in your body that are a burden. And a lot of people don't want to get up into that shit. And you need to learn that go. Listen, you want to get rid of all your gobbledygook out of your mind. You want to wake up in the morning overjoyed and filled with love. Then sign up for our Masterclass 101. It's called Awakening. Ironically enough, it's called Awakening. People ask this question about getting up in the morning. Masterclass 101 is a 3-week program called Awakening, where you learn to turn your attention away from the world and connect to the realm of spirit and start to get information, ideas that the world isn't giving you. Because all the world is giving most of you guys is the terrible war over there and this war over there and the sadness over there and the confusion there and all that nonsense and the shootings. The world is filling your mind with nonsense. Come join us, and in 3 weeks, by the end of the first week, you will feel a huge difference in your being. Sign up for it today, Masterclass 101 Awakening. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Learn to connect to your guides, your angels. You didn't come here to be alone. There's the people in the world you can get information from, and then there's a realm of spirit. And there are different processes of communication that you need. Meditation is the primary way of learning to communicate to spirit. Your sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell are primary ways of communicating with the physical dimension. And you'll be taken meticulously on a step-by-step process on how to actualize and articulate your connection to spirit, and then to utilize that connection and the information you receive to enhance and improve the quality of your life, the function of creation. But yeah, it's a really common thing, waking up. There's nothing wrong with you. When I wake up, I hug my dog and tell him it's going to be a good day. It sounds like you, what's that movie? Free Guy. There's a movie called Free Guy. A really fun movie to watch. You ever want to watch a good movie? Watch Free Guy. It's a very fascinating movie with Ryan Reynolds is the main actor in there. Brilliant show. Good morning. Nice to see you today too. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I'm telling my eyes to read it. Greetings, dear friend. Long time since you were here. Hope you are well. Well, it hasn't been that long. I was here last Friday. I came here last Friday. Wonderful. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, I have the energy of a group called the Ascender with me today, who were giving us insight into awakening and transcendence. Thank you so much. Sending you love and grace too. Amanda, thank you for that super chat. William, hi William. I had a dream about being on a balcony with the ocean around. It felt so real. May I have a message around this? I'm being told to tell you, Amanda, that you are now surrounded by the waters of the Spirit, and you may walk upon the waters with your will. Not to be interpreted as walking on physical water, but that you can creatively interact with your world. You have a greater influence in what you can do in your world creatively right now. You have a greater influence in what you can do creatively in your world right now. And you're surrounded by the water, so you are at the center of the water. Right? You're at the center. That's the important thing. You're in the middle, surrounded by water. You can influence things very differently now. That's what I'm being told to tell you. Um, Hi there. Um, Andrew is saying maybe for those of you wanting not wake up, maybe you enjoy being in the other realms more than this one. And there's some truth to what she's saying, because in the realm of spirit, there's not the same nonsense that's in this physical dimension. But we came here with a purpose. Each and every one of you came here with a purpose. You came here to learn to function creatively, and your body and your mind are instruments for that. But if you've got so much stuff in your mind that's gobbledygook, it makes it very hard to want to work through it. You got to clean up the garbage in the mind, and that's a hard job for some people. Again, you come to our masterclass series, you will overcome. You will overcome your mind. You will or as Jesus often says, overcoming your mind and your subjectivity of your mind is overcoming the world. He said, when you can overcome being negatively influenced by your mind and body, then you will have overcome the world. And then you can start to function creatively as he does. Hi there. Hi, Pem Talks. Do oracle cards work best for beginners trying to connect to the collective for guidance or answers? Great question, Pem. So about oracle cards. One of the things they've taught me, because we use oracle cards in our masterclass series, and they say the oracle cards in and of themselves have no special properties. The oracle cards in and of themselves are strictly a learning device to train you to reactivate internal senses of clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. These non-physical senses that you were born with, along with your 5 physical senses. These 4 non-physical senses have, for most people, become dormant because they don't get used, because most people's attention is on the 5 physical senses. So oracle cards, pendulums, Ouija boards, they should be used to activate these internal non-physical senses, but they should not be considered to have special properties in and of themselves. They're designed to be tools to help you to reactivate your internal senses. So like when we teach people in the masterclass how to use oracle cards in the beginning of the course, it's to gain access to information that 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 you have to look deep in yourself, because the cards in and of themselves have no special properties. So you're training yourself to look beyond what you know. And that's the key. Once you start to look beyond sense and seek information beyond what you know, you begin to activate these other senses, right? But yeah, oracle cards are part of the program, but they're teaching devices. They in and of themselves have no special properties. Um, uh, Sarita Marcelo, good morning. I have lingering painful sore throat. What is the message for me and best remedy? Thanks so much. Hello, Sarita. Um, you need to be very gentle of speech today. You need to be very gentle of speech today. That's the first thing they're telling me. Secondarily, yes, I will. You want to take your left hand. You want to take your left hand, Sarita, and put it over the throat where the soreness is, and just allow the energy from the palm to flow into the throat, and let yourself close your eyes and feel. Allow the energy to flow from the hand. You don't have to try. You don't have to make it happen. Just allow it. Even if you put your hands together, you'll feel energy flowing. So you want to put your hand close to the area, the palm of the left hand, close to that area in the throat where the soreness is, and just allow and feel the energy from the hand flowing in to the throat. And do that for about 30 seconds. And just allow the energy to interact with the throat. And then please share a comment in the comment section about what happened for you when you did that, so other people know too. Thank you so much for following. Someone asking, is there any message from my guides or angels about my health improving soon? Uh, they're saying you have to release the anxiousness that you hold in your body. You're holding a lot of anxiousness in your body, you have to release it from the flesh. What a lot of people don't know is they hold emotions in their body for long periods of time, sometimes from childhood. And when you hold emotions and they accumulate, because emotions accumulate in the body, like thought accumulates in the body, thought and emotions accumulate and they'll regenerate. So you want to release the anxiety from the body. Wherever your anxiety lives in your body, you want to breathe and let the body completely relax and release all anxiety, and consciously release. If you feel or sense any fear or anxiousness or nervousness, release it completely. Yeah, they're telling me mostly around the back of your head. It's mostly you hold that anxiousness, that fear around the back of your head, and just above the heart here, between the heart and the throat. That's where you hold a lot of your fear in your body. You need to release it, right? And you can do that with breath. You can learn that in the master class. Come and learn. We'll teach you how to actually release energy from the body in very simple and easy ways. A lot of people don't know they store emotion in their body unless they release it. That was so nice. Thank you so much. Andrea, we sometimes go to places as spiritual masters to do work that gets things attached. That's very true. That's very true. Oh, you're very welcome, Pam. So happy that question helped you out. Am I supposed to make a payment for my question up above? You can use the super chat feature if you'd like. Sure, if you want to use the super chat feature, I try to let them answer as many questions as they can. But yeah, you use the super chat feature. It should be available to you in the conversation channel. But let's see, Tara. Let's see if I can find your question, Tara. She said she wrote it above. The advantage in using the super chat feature, Tara, there it is. The advantage in using the super chat feature is I get notification right away, and I can scroll right to anybody who puts a super chat in will get their question answered right away. Also on TikTok, if you want to ask a question, you want to offer a donation, you can use the Linktree link on my bio on my TikTok page, or the Linktree link under any one of my videos on my YouTube channel, and you can ask a question and give a donation that way. So Tara's asking, is there anything my guides would like to tell me that I would need to know for my highest good? Am I communicating the truth that I'm being shown by my spirit team needing confirmation? I'm being told yes and no. They're saying that it varies when you swing into uncertainty. When you swing into the fear, then you swing into the information that's uncertain information. They're saying you're already in a process of correcting this. You're already in a process of correcting this. By asking this question, it tells us very clearly that you are in the act of correction. Wonderful. I like that. Thank you, Tara. Good question. Hi, guys. Let's see here. Hello. Hello. My son passed away on the 0205 in Toronto, but I'm not sleeping. He was 42 years old. What should I do? Hello, beautiful soul. Wow, I'm getting this energy of relief from your son that you're asking this question. There's an energy of relief coming from your son's energy, an energy of relief that you're asking this question. Yes. He says not to be too concerned about the circumstances of his passing. He wants you to know that he is okay. He's more concerned about what he's left in his wake, because this often happens. People leave and they are concerned about the people here. The reason you're not sleeping is because he's been trying to communicate with you, and it's hard for you to hear. What you need to do, again, I would recommend booking a reading with me. You can go really deep into some of the details that he wants to share with you. But when you find yourself going to bed at night, just sit for a few moments and ask your son in thought. Don't speak words to people that are not in a physical body. When you speak physical words, they cannot hear you. People that don't have a physical body don't have physical ears to hear physical words. They can hear thoughts. Same with people that are in comas. They can't hear physical words. They can hear thoughts because their bodies they're disconnected from the body in a comatose state. Just like when the bodies cease to function, the soul is disconnected from the form, so they cannot hear physical words or tune into physical things. They can tune into thoughts. So your son has been trying to communicate to you in thought. So you can do this right now. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm just laughing because he's excited. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax. And very, very gently think to your son, come closer to me. Just think that to him, come closer to me. And allow yourself to experience what you experience. You might feel a temperature change. You might feel a breeze all of a sudden, even if you're in a room. You might feel tingling sensations. They can only interact with you on the level that you're able to receive it. And when you feel this, if you feel a sensation now, then ask him to come closer. Because remember, he doesn't have a physical body. He's a spirit. He's an energy. But he still exists. And you can just be in close to his energy. He just wants you to receive his love right now. He just wants you to receive his love right now. It is no fault or error of your own. No fault or error of your own. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. He wants you to know that. You did nothing wrong. I love you so much, Mom. He wants you to feel that from him. He needs you to feel that energy from him. Okay? He wants you to feel that so that you can feel the joy of his love. So just let yourself feel that from him. Okay? Wow. Thank you. Great question. Your son's a beautiful soul. Question from SJK. Sorry, excuse me. I've given up trying to be successful in a traditional job due to so many bad endings. But yesterday, I heard about a job I think would be good at, but will applying be futile? If you believe it is futile, it will be futile. But if you felt excited, go there with that energy. If you go with that energy of futility, you've already created it. You've already decided. Or if you're going to try for the job, you've already planned to fail. The word try has the word fail built into it, right? So go with excitement and delight at the possibility of a wondrous and new opportunity to interact creatively with the world. Go with that in mind. Oh, Leslie, thank you so much for that super chat. What are the magic words that can delete any further sabotaging psychic attacks that people are sending? Very simply, all the people that you know that are sent, that from your mind's memory that you know that have been sending you negative energy, sense and feel all those people right now. And send out to them this thought. I transmit love to you and I receive love from you. Though only those words. I transmit love to you and I receive love from you. I transmit love to you and I receive love to you. You're not working in the physical, you're working on energy now. So you want to transmit that. I transmit love to you. I receive love from you. Just stay focused in that function of thought for a few minutes and you'll notice a big difference, Leslie. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in about an hour's time, Leslie. It's going to be fun. I'm glad you booked a reading with me. Bridget, I was a hoarder of emotions in my sinuses, and since I've taken the master classes, I no longer suffer from sinus infections. Congratulations, Bridget. I know it's really been wonderful having you in the master class. In our master class, we have spontaneous healings happening all the time. Because when you change your energy, your body changes. When you change your emotional energy, your body changes. And these, when anybody thinks about a class in mediumship or awakening or releasing past dense energies, you don't know what you're getting into until you get into it. But I can promise you this much. Once you go to a place, oh, for Pete's sake. Sorry, I just had to do this swipey thing on TikTok to make certain I'm still alive on the communication. So yes, that's what Bridget's saying happens quite frequently in our courses. People's bodies get healed when the stress of certain emotions are liberated from your body. It can spontaneously heal. Most disease is because of stressful emotions. Emotions are accumulative and regenerative. That is if we don't release them from the body, they stay in the body and they build up and they build up and they can interfere with organs, nerves, glands, muscles, tendons, ligaments, nervous functioning. Emotion organizes matter. My guardian angel John told me that about 5.5 years ago. He said, William, emotion is the fifth state of energy and it coordinates all matter. How the way it's applied, it coordinates and organizes all matter. Wonderful. Thank you for that, sharing that with us, Bridget. Really appreciate that. Um, yes, it does make sense, doesn't it? It always makes sense. Everything they say through me makes sense. I'm in wonder all the time. You know, for me, it's not about wealth or fame or power. It's about sharing the truth and being the best self you can be and making the world a little bit better place. And like even little, Bridget's sinus is clearing up. I got to participate in that. I got to be a part of that process. What a wonderful gift. What a wonderful life to be part of people's healing and transformation and change. Isn't that wonderful that you can be an agent of creation here? It's wonderful. Congratulations. I do have anxiety and I'm over medicated by the doctors. I want to say I send you much love because I know many medical professionals came into the profession of medicine to heal. And unfortunately, the profession moved away from healing to money. And now, unfortunately, many beings who could have been profound healers, could heal you with the right training, could have healed you with a touch, have now been caught up into the game of money and materialism and have lost themselves and their true purpose in life. And many people suffer because of the money being the focus of healing. It's unfortunate, but I send you much, much love. I'm asking Archangel Raphael to go forth to you to guide you in healing. And again, I want your son to stay close to you today so that you really feel his presence and stay mindful of his presence. You'll feel it more and more and more. Uh, is there anything serious going on with my heart? Or is it just anxiety? There are things going on with the planet in the physical dimension. Your body, that body that you came into, that you have right now, is a very fine and refined electrical instrument. This planetary system is receiving new energy from the sun. We call it ascension energy, where it's changing and reorchestrating life on this planet. The energy, we call it ascension energy. You need to go outside, get your feet on the ground. That fluttering in your heart will stop almost instantly if you go out and spend 15 minutes bare feet on the ground, okay? Just put your bare feet out on the ground. Your body's electrically inactive. If you're feeling fluttering in your heart, there's electrical signals that aren't working properly. You need to ground your energy. We teach this in our masterclass, how to ground, right? How to connect your guides and angels, how to stay properly hydrated. You'll learn all of these things. It's not just a course on mediumship, it's a course on health and vitality and well-being. We got a great team of people that work with their guides and angels alongside me and my team in the program. It's a wonderful thing. Your video lives give me hope. I'm so happy to hear that. You need more than hope, though, but I'm glad that's a good place to start. Let me tell you this. Your hope will become the blossom of love, right? Once you got that, love is your true nature. Remember this. Please, if you take anything from all this today, they've reminded me this, and I've learned this, and I've accepted this. Love is your true nature. Your mind and body have different natures. Your mind is made up by the world. Your body is instinctual. It's not neither one is. Your mind and body aren't who you are. Your nature is that you are love. You are a spiritual entity, have descended into a physical medium of time and space to learn the function of creation. You are love. You are love, and that is the truth. You are love. It's not something you get from the world. It's what you got to remember you are. And it's hard to remember what you are when you're stuck with all the information the world's given you. You're overstimulated by this TV show and that entertainment thing and that boxing match and this thing and that. And you're so overstimulated by the senses that you're not reflecting on yourself. You have to shut the world off. Every day you need to shut the world off, not just go to bed at night and have dreams because your mind's still active, but during the day you have to stop and teach yourself to pull away from the world. And you'll learn to do this with us. Come join us in Masterclass 101. You'll learn how to teach your mind and body to be quiet. And I know how many of you are out there, your mind's going all the time. And you can learn to teach it to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. You can teach your mind and you can teach your body. You don't have to leave it up to the world all the time. You can teach your mind and your body to be instruments of incredible wonder. And your true nature is not to suffer. Your true nature is to create. Question from Daniela. Hello, Daniela. Hi, Tanya. Good you were able to join us today. Danielle is asking, for days I was searching for an earpiece. One evening I was guided directly to go to the room and lift up a furniture to find it there. Did Spirit guide me directly? Yes, absolutely. That happens a lot, more and more when you surrender to it. And I know enough about you, Danielle. You've really worked on embodying love and your presence in the world. So it stands to reason in a state of love and grace, you're going to experience more of what you really want. And yes, you're being guided all the time by certain individuals for sure. May I have a message regarding the tree spirit dream I had? Yeah, the message is go out and connect to it. Go out and connect to it. Nature is calling you. Nature is calling you to connect with it. When you do so without labeling anything. Like go out, when you go out to the forest, don't think of it as a forest. Just go out and remove the label. Don't think of I'm in a forest, there's this sound, that. Just go in and experience nature without any labels. See if you can do that for 15 minutes. Go out into a forest and without even thinking of it as a forest, just go in and experience the energy of nature without any labels in your mind about it. That's pretty. That's that. Drop all the labels. Just experience it without any labels, and you'll know the meaning of the dream. And I'm told to tell you the revelation will be made apparent to you in the physical dimension. When you do that, the revelation will be made apparent to you. Well, hello, Wei. Good to see you here. Wei Chen asking, any messages for me? You need to slow down and be less worrisome. You need to slow down. You need to slow down and not be so worrisome, Wei. Let it go. Let it go. You're very welcome, Leslie. Hi. You're very welcome. Keep the thumbs up, the subscribes, the likes. Do whatever you can to get the algorithm to take this out. Tap the screen, or if you're on your cell phone device, if you're on TikTok, tap the screen. All those hearts bring the algorithm to take this out to more people so they get more information. This is for everyone. This is for the world. What do my guides think I should focus on to heal myself and to help others? You need to focus on remembering. You need to focus on remembering. They're saying you need to focus on remembering who you are, not remembering your memories, remembering who you are. Again, I would encourage you, sign up for our Masterclass 101, Awakening, and you will gain direct communication with your guides and angels. And you'll know how they communicate to you, what modalities they use to reach out to you. You'll be shown the steps you can take to access and feel the presence of your guides and angels and how they interact with you specifically, because they get to different people in different ways. Sometimes they'll do sequences of numbers. Sometimes you'll get a sudden breeze or a tap on the background. There's different ways your guides and angels will interact with you, and different guides and different angels have different ways. Master Jesus, when he comes to me, I often get this intense heat coming through my body, and I know that's him. Or Archangel Michael, where I'll feel like there's this pushing energy going on. It's different from each one. They have their own personalities, just like we do. Hello, Amanda. Just scrolling down here. I just transmitted love to 5,000 people that I don't even know, and I received so much love. It happens. Thank you for sharing that, Leslie. For your enemies, the people that you think are messing around with your life, sit down and just say, I transmit to love to you, and I receive love from you. Just spend 5 minutes doing that. Just that thought form. I transmit love to you. I receive love from you. Doesn't matter whether you believe it or not, but just stay in that thought form for 1 to 2 minutes, and you'll be amazed what happens in your energy when you start to transmit love and when you start to receive love. It's what happens. Oh, you're welcome, Wei. Yes, I hear you. I danced in the grass in my bare feet to ground. That's beautiful. Don't just dance, though. Stand. Like, stand still on the ground. And become aware of the space between the soles of your feet and the ground. You want to feel how that energy's moving to and from your body between Gaia. Because there's an electrical connection when your bare feet go on the ground, or if you're wearing leather-soled shoes, there's an electrical connection that happens between your feet and the earth that balances and recalibrates the body electrically. It's an amazing phenomenon. Oh, hello, Yeshua. Good to see you. My cousin had a dream about me having a baby, and I'm not even pregnant. Does that mean anything? Yes, it means that you're about to give birth to something new in your life. You're about to give birth to something. It's not about a physical baby. At least they're not at this time anyway. But you're about to give birth to something new in your life. There's a new opportunity, something's going to birth into your life that's brand new. Get ready for it. It's going to be good. Yeah, when you go out and ground, it's important you understand. Don't just put your feet on the ground and like, okay, I'm grounding now. You want to close your eyes and feel the movement of energy between you and the ground. You want to become conscious of that flow, because then you're shifting your awareness from the body system to the energy, because it's the exchange of energy is what keeps the body alive, right? So you want to make that exchange of energy and become very conscious of it. It'll really help you out a lot. What was the gray thing that went under my bed last night? It wasn't the cat. And I crapped a little. Hi, Sherry. That happens from time to time. Again, when you become open and receptive to receiving guidance, they will appear to you in the way that you're able to receive them. You know, it's always useful to make a statement about your personal space, that only love can enter your space and only love can leave your space. But yes, I get it. I get it. That creature that you saw last night is a playful creature. It's not a malicious creature. It's a very playful, energetic creature. And all you saw was the shimmer of its energy. But it's very playful, right? It's just it wants you to get comfortable because it can sense your anxiousness and fear. And sometimes your guides and angels, they can't resonate with you if you're in a state of fear and terror. Their energy is of love. So you want to be in alignment with that energy. So that creature will show up to you when you're in a state of play. You'll notice it around again. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Thank you, William. Already signed up. I'm getting both numbers and touches from them. Wonderful. So we'll see you in the class, Jenny. Message on my on my arm, on why my arm hurts and how to heal it. Message on how my arm hurts and how to heal it. Okay. Remember, we do not just give information here. We give information that will make sense to you so that you understand when we give an application to you, in this case, because you've asked this question, that it will make sense to you. Your body is an instrument that's designed to receive and respond to information that you give it or receive from the world. Your body is an instrument that responds from information that you give to it or information it receives from the world. If I say to this hand, open and close, the hand is responding to the words, the thoughts at the same moment. It's carrying out the suggestion or command. So the pain in your arm is connected to something that is hurtful in your life. And what you need to do then is turn your attention to the pain in the arm. Turn the attention to the pain in the arm and speak these words. I give you my love to heal and correct. I give you my love to heal and correct. And repeat those words slowly, deliberately, and with the intention that you mean those words. I give you my love to heal and correct. And just repeat those words deliberately and slowly. And as you do that, you'll start to feel different things happening. You'll start to feel that part of the body reacting and responding to those thoughts and those words, because the body will always react and respond to stimulation, always. And if you're giving it the right stimulation, you're going to get a response that matches that. If you're giving it stimulation that's not so right, it will still give a response. The body reacts and responds both to environmental stimulation and the stimulation of your own imagination, right? Your own thoughts. So yes, do that and share with us your experience of what happens. Love to receive a message from any ascended masters, Mary, Jesus, Katumi, etc., or any archangel. Yeah, I'm being told that you've got to stop anticipating what you want and allow it. You need to stop anticipating what you want and allow it. Your anticipation is like holding it away. You have to allow it. That thing that you've been wanting, you have to allow it, not anticipate it. Allow it. Where's your masterclass 2 on your website? Go to the shop, or you can click the drop down and click on courses. It's in the shop or in the courses section. It's Masterclass 101 Awakening. And it's a class that your life will be changed forever from this class. You will be have a different understanding of who you are. As most people only believe they are who they've been taught to believe they are. But our master classes and the ascended masters that teach it, well, just say that when you get close to a fire, you get warm. You get close to ice, you get cool. When you get close to the energy of an ascended master, it's pretty amazing. It's a pretty amazing thing. So I look forward to seeing you in the class. For those of you that are wondering, the master class is 3 weeks long. It covers from Sunday to Friday for 3 weeks. I believe we start July the 6th is where we begin the 101 masterclass on awakening. 3 weeks, Sunday to Friday. Every single class is a live event that's recorded. Every class is recorded and placed upon a private group wall where any of the students that are registered can watch the replays. If you can't make them an event, you will never have to miss a single thing. They'll always be available for you to review in your own time and according to your schedule. And again, for 3 weeks, it's only $199 for 3 weeks. And you're going to be working with 4 different individuals that are channeling their guides and angels. We have a wonderful teacher on nutrition and holistic medicine who's been practicing for 20 years. And she will introduce you to the concept of high vibrational, healthy, vibrant foods that will elevate the energy of your body up. Right? We have other teachers that will introduce you to card reading and sensing energies. And we have these different practices that help you to reactivate your internal senses instead of the external senses. Everybody's so trapped in sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell those internal senses of clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, most people are disconnected from them, right? Most people are disconnected from them. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Someone said, I have to get a coloscopy tomorrow, colonoscopy tomorrow to check my colitis. I pray it goes well. You need to change what you're putting into your mouth. You need to change what you're putting into your mouth. What you put into your mouth must be alive and vibrant. It must have its divinity somewhat intact. Fresh vegetables, fresh fruit. Yes. Yeah. But you will heal. Release your fear. Have no fear around this. You will be healed. I think we had a student that had something like that, and they cleared that up too. Have a good day as well. You're very welcome. Is there any way to lose weight through thoughts and words? I've been trying everything. Yes, and actions. It's a combination of things. Remember, people hold emotion in their body that they oftentimes spend decades holding on to emotion. People that will often hold on to anger, fear, guilt, shame, rage, disappointment from lifetimes, and you re-embody it. You carry what you bring with you, right? So keep that in mind. So yeah, there are words that you can communicate to words, and the body will react and respond. They did studies with basketball players where they had the basketball players imagine playing basketball, and they improved just imagining it. Your body will react and respond. So let's say you're sitting and watching a TV show, you're watching a movie, and all of a sudden something happens to the hero, and you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And your body's reacting to the stimulation of something outside of it. So what stimulates the mind and body will affect it. And you can stimulate your mind and body with, oh my gosh, I can't lose this weight. I don't like this. And your body will react and respond to that. Again, you'll learn all this. Join the masterclass. You'll learn how to have a very different way of communicating with your mind and body than you currently do. And you'll go through a process of healing. Right? We have people that have been struggling with weight issues that have made some significant changes in their life just by understanding who you are. You are not who you've been told to think you are. You are a spiritual entity. Please remember that. You're a soul. You're a soul here to create. That's it. I think we can take one more question. Thank you for the paper crane. That was really beautiful. Wonderful. Do I see any signs of surgery coming up in my health? And I have faith in Jesus and his angels. Yes, but you can have all the faith in Jesus, God, his angels. It doesn't matter who you have faith in, but if you don't have faith in your own ability to heal, that in you are a divine being yourself, that your body, if you are treating it with love and grace and honor it and cherish it, it will heal. You cannot have an effect without a cause, nor a cause without an effect. It's impossible. Really simple. You cannot have an effect without a cause, nor a cause without an effect. So whatever's happening in your body or in your mind, something's causing that effect. And you can learn to be the orchestrator of changing what happens in your mind and how it affects your body. How you eat, how you consume things is so important. Anyway, sign up for our masterclass. Stop suffering. Give up your suffering. It's so much nicer to surrender your suffering. I am having a lovely day. Thank you so much, Kathy. I really appreciate that. Hi, I know the steps I've taken. I am just too sad to make the changes. What do I do? You make the changes. Release your sadness. You can hold on to emotions. Everybody does it. We've all done it. I've done it. You've done it. Everybody's done it where we get angry at somebody, you hold on to that. And when you hold emotions in your body, it affects your body. You hold anger, you hold guilt, you hold fear, you hold shame, you hold judgment. It affects you. It affects your nerves, your organs, your glands. And if you don't learn how to shift your energy, shift emotions from one state to another, because emotions can't be created or destroyed. They can only be changed from one state to another because they're energy. So you need to learn, take our masterclass and learn the process of changing your emotions from one state into another. It's not that difficult a process. Once you've learned it, then you can apply it and, well, the results will speak for themselves. Very true. Wonderful. See that? Okay, I'm just checking on YouTube, see if we got questions on different mediums here. You're very welcome, Izzy. Thank you for the badges, guys. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, we're up to 15,000 hearts on TikTok. 15,000 taps. You can't be a rebel without a cause either. That's absolutely true. But who needs to be a rebel if you're functioning from love, right? Because if you will only experience an attack if you're inviting it, and a defense will invite an attack. A Reiki lady said that my solar plexus, throat, and root chakras are blocked, and my third eye is opening up. Sign up for the masterclasses. In our program, you will get to the place where you can activate your chakras and reactivate those energy centers. Reiki master practitioners, really good ones, I know a few of them, they're really incredible practitioners, understand how to let the energy clear blockages spontaneously and naturally. But so can you. You are designed by nature, by your creator, to be able to create, to change the conditions of your life. You were made to be able to change the conditions in your life. You were made to be able to do that. You've just been conditioned to think you got to wait for the world to do it for you. Stop that. You were made to create changes in your life. It's in your power and your ability to make changes in your life. You can do it, right? You can do it. So you can clear blockages in your body. Even just pulling your shoulders back, you'll open up the heart center. Making certain sounds with your throat, like you can change the energy in your throat. You can put your hands over an energy center in your body and affect it. You can tighten and loosen the muscles in your gluteus maximus and change the lower energy centers. You are designed to create change. Whether the change is good or not so good, you were designed to create change. Isn't that a wonderful thing to know that? You're designed to create change. You really are. It's a beautiful thing. Any message from my guides, angels, William? Yeah, Sarah. Come to the masterclass. Masterclass 101, Awakening. It starts July the 6th. Register now. You only have about 2.5 weeks to register. Sign up. Get in the course. And you'll go on a journey that you were meant to go on. Thank you for subscribing to me on TikTok. I really appreciate that, Cher. Thank you so much. Reiki Fairy was new, and Sherry Sharpens is a spiritual healer. Do you know them? I can't say that I do. I know a lot of people, not by name, but by spirit. I thank you, William, for your... Desiree up about asked the question. Desiree, okay, Wendy, I'll see if I can find that question. I don't normally go back. Yeah, it'd be too much for me to go scrolling up. She can ask the question again, and I'll pick it up if she's on YouTube. Hi. You're very welcome, Sarah. Wonderful. Well, here we go. William, check for questions at the top from Desiree. Okay. Maybe you can cut it and copy and paste it. Desiree. At the top. Okay, so I'll go all the way to the top. Drusilla's my moderator, so she's Desiree, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you here, Desiree. Desiree is one of our instructors. I had an experience last night. I yelled out, "I love you," then went to a sleep paralysis. I think went to a sleep. I'm not sure what that question is. Desiree, question. Could you tell the experience I had last night? I was in and out of REM sleep, could feel energy, then went into a deep paralysis state after I yelled, "I love you." That's beautiful. Well, Desiree, I don't know. I'm just feeling so much joy for you around this. This was a revelation of freedom. You were literally out of the body in bliss and love. Is what I'm being told to tell you. You literally met with your Father, the Spirit, the God, if you want to call it that. You felt God's love touch you, right? It wasn't sleep paralysis. Your body, you just weren't in your body. You weren't in your body. You were able to see through the body, but you weren't in the body. You were in the communion with love with your Father. That's really beautiful. Thank you. Sorry, I missed that question. It was a really great question. Hi there. Yeah. Minaj is asking, I am daily walking on grass, soil, bare feet for at least 40 minutes, but still I feel the sensation of electricity running. But still I feel the sensation of electricity running through my feet and arms for the whole day. What is happening? Well, you've got to start learning to heal. You've been receiving this energy, and you got so much. You got a surplus. You can heal other people. Like literally, you can put their hands on them. Let that energy give it a purpose. You can use this. You can use the energy that you're accumulating. You can use it to create a new job opportunity, new vitality in your body, wealth. Project that energy to other people that they can be abundant and uplifted and healed. Many things you can do with that abundance of energy. For some reason, you're able to retain it all day long. Share it. Share the gift. Share the gift with others. You're very welcome. Good morning, sir. I would like to know about my twin brother. Yeah. Well, he says that you asked for that. He's just telling me to say to you, you asked for that. That's all he wants to say is you asked for that. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. He's not gone. He's just not in a physical form. So many of you have to realize that you're not your body. Thank you. I think we're done for today, everybody. 11:28. I've got a reading in about half an hour, and I'm really looking forward to it. Lots of energy around it. My mom is elderly. She fell and broke her femur. Is her husband responsible for it? I don't get a yes for that. I get a no. I get no, that he's not responsible for that. There we go. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming out today. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, on the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts to Your Soul. I want to wish you all much, much love. Remember, you've only got 2.5 weeks to sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening. Do so sooner rather than later. And I want to wish you all much love. And remember, today is a brand new day, and now is a brand new moment. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.